Okay, guys, so let's talk about naming acids. When we want to name an acid, there are two possibilities. We could have a binary acid, and that means we have hydrogen with some anion that is only one element. Or we could have an acid from a polyatomic ion, or anion specifically, and so that would be something like HXO, and there's some number of oxygens associated with that negative ion. So let's talk about binary acids first. So we're going to add the word hydro as a prefix. We're going to put in some stem, and then we're going to change the ending to ic, and then we're going to add the word acid. So in this case, the only thing you will change depending on the anion will be whatever the stem is. So if I have something like HCl, that's going to be hydrochloric acid. If I had HBr, that would be hydrobromic acid. If in the case, however, that we have something that is a polyatomic anion, there are several possibilities. So I'm going to go down further on the page so that we can get all these in one shot. So when we have an anion, we have four possibilities at most, generally only two. But let's do a case of something like ClO4 with a -1 charge, ClO3 with a -1 charge, ClO2 with a -1 charge, and ClO with a -1 charge. And if I were to name these anions, this is perchlorate, this is chlorate, this is chlorite, and this is hypochlorite. These two do not have a prefix. These each have a prefix. So let's start with the middle two. So when we do this, if the word ends in ate, we're going to change that to ic. If it ends in ite, we're going to change the ending to us. And so we're just going to then add the word acid at the end. And I'll talk about these two cases with a prefix in just a minute. And so here, this would be chloric, and we add the word acid. And since this is ite, we're going to change it to ous. So this is chlorus acid. And in the first and the last case, we just keep the prefix. So this would be perchloric acid. And in this case, it would be hypochlorous acid. If it's something that doesn't have all four possibilities, then we don't have to worry about the prefixes. If we have something like SO4 2- and SO3 2-, this is sulfate, and this is sulfite. And so when we get to the acids, I, of course, for this one would have to add 2 hydrogens to make it equal 0. This one also needs 2 hydrogens. And so this would be sulfuric acid. And this would be sulfurous acid. Another example, PO4 3- and PO3 3-. And this is phosphate. And this is phosphite. And so this would be H3PO4 and H3PO3. And this would be phosphoric acid. And this is phosphorus acid. And I added 3 hydrogens here to make this equal out to 0. Here I add 2 hydrogens to make it equal out to 0. And in each of these cases, I would just add 1. So this would be HClO4, this would be HClO3, HClO2, and HClO. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you need something else.